What's up, everybody? Yamez here with Allen Metal Forge. Today, in this video, it's part of the first fire series helping ultra beginner blacksmiths get started. In the previous video, I discussed several options and several common seen question anvil substitutes. Today, I am kind of doing a brief highlight of the common and, well, let's call it, everybody asks about it, everybody sees it. It's a very cheap alternative to an anvil. The rail. The rail track, railroad, whatever you would like to call it. It is, in fact, the rail for a rail, railroad track system. There are several schools of thought and several things that you can do with these. Again, for all of you who have been smithing for several years and may have extreme opinions one way or the other, remember this is intended for those who are either just now getting started, just now looking to start, and are really kind of developing what they have. So I'll go a little bit more into that after I show you guys this stuff. And yeah, anyway, the two schools of thought are having it horizontal or having it vertical. Okay, most people will do it horizontal, and they will cut a horn into it and go through all that process of grinding and welding a plate and doing this, that, or the other thing. As you're going to see, you don't really need that, especially as a beginner. It's something you can work towards. This chunk actually has a piece broken off the front, and I kind of made a little fuller bit there. Don't know how useful it'll be. I mean, it'll be useful, sure. The one thing without any heavy modifications that a rail does not have is a hardy hole. You can substitute that with a hole drilled into a log to hold hardy tools, a vise holding hardy tools. You can take and grind off one of the edges or something like that to make a hot cut, different fullers, this, that, or the other thing. As for a horn, you can cut off part of the webbing and use that as a horn there. You can cut a V into here and make that a small horn. Several customizable options. Something to look into if you're going the rail way. But me personally, I prefer horizontal. That gives me, depending on the track, because some of them have a sharp edge and some of them have a nice radius edge, and some of them just have two nice radius edges. You get the idea. But I prefer the long track because that's just the style that I use. In reality, you really only need an anvil about the size of your hammerhead, because that's all the steel that the steel is contacting. As a very beginner, though, you're going to be bouncing around a lot. Once you learn tong control and you can maintain it on a smaller surface, it works great. Before I get started, I'm actually going to go ahead and show you guys just a little bit of a rebound test, just a real quick non-scientific example. I'm going to take a ball peen hammer and I'm going to hit different spots on here, and I'm going to hit different spots on here to show you guys, yes, while the one school of thought with horizontal, you have all this mass beneath it. For the ultra beginner, it truly doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter. As you move forward to larger stock, sure, it may matter. However, when you're just getting started, it doesn't really matter. So, I'm going to take two rail spikes and I'm going to taper them and give them a bit of a round on each of these, and I'll see you guys afterwards. So, as you saw, I was a little bit more efficient using this than I was using this. That may be, again, personal preference in my style of smithing. Both worked out pretty dang near equal. Again, you can completely modify rail to suit what you need. As far as a horn, one of the main things for using a horn would be that nice radius that you have for all of that. Another purpose of the horn would be using it as sort of a mandrel, you know, for doing, say, church key bottle openers, or you know, kind of working something around it. With that, all you really need is it becomes a shaper. You can take different sizes of pipe and weld them to it, or you can put the pipes in a vise. Several different options to save you all that time of grinding out a horn. Grinding a horn on this only makes it look like a London pattern anvil. Not entirely needed. But if you feel like it, go for it. It's the big thing about this. If you feel like doing it, try it out, see what you like. To address some comments of the previous videos, anvil ring. There are several options for silencing an anvil's ring. You have a magnet put on the anvil somewhere. You have chain wrapped around the anvil somewhere. You know, a rubber mat, silicone, all sorts of ways. Really tightening it down on whatever you're attaching it to. There is a myriad of information out there, and I do believe that some of the smiths that have been at this for a while have been commenting on these videos. So please go down into the video, or go down into the comments down there and read some of them. There's a lot of information coming up in these videos. So I would like to thank you guys all for checking this one out. Look forward to the next one later this week, and I hope to see you there soon. Hearts and health, everybody. Light the fires, kick the tires, let's go. I don't know, trying out a new... Y'all have a good one.